world. Each month, we'll share a different story of their sacrifices and achievements. Hawaii's Remarkable Women, only on KITV4 Island News at 6.
Hawaii's Remarkable Women is sponsored by Levitt, Yamane, and Soldner.
The other teams don't have what we have. I'm talking about our dedication, our willingness to get out there, walk the communities, talk to individuals.
You have to put in the work behind the scenes, whether it's making the calls, going out into the community, and actually hearing those people's stories.
We are Hawaii. Hawaii is our home.
Now, from KITV4 Island News, this is Good Morning Hawaii.
Coming up on Good Morning Hawaii, new pedestrian crash numbers coming in from 2019. We'll see how they compare to past years.
Plus, we're following the aftermath of this weekend's rains, the reminder the state has for residents with damage.
And when it rains comes the potholes, but the city says there are not as many as before. Good morning, Hawaii. Happy Tuesday, January 14th, 2020.
Now, before we get to your top headlines this morning, we want to get you outside for a quick check on weather. Yesterday, we had a little bit of a gloomy day, a little bit of a drier start, so we're going to send it on over to Tasia Worthy. How's it looking, Tasia?
A little drier, keyword.
That's right, Lay and Tom. We will continue to have drier conditions for the short-term forecast. Overall, dealing with cloudy weather as well as windy trade winds coming in from the east about 15 to 30 miles per hour. The good news is most of the moisture is moving more toward the northwest, so we could see those drier conditions last for a couple of days, but the potential of some showers Thursday and Friday are coming on in, all due to a couple more disturbances moving into the picture. Here's a look at our satellite within the last 3 hours. You can see that every island is getting their fair share of cloud coverage, adding to the humidity just a bit. We are picking up just a few thunderstorms northwest of Kauai County, not exactly making landfall, but windward areas still prone to the typical trade shower for this morning. Very light showers over the Ko'olaus, overall drier conditions out on the roadways, but still very windy and some complications on the roads, which David D will get to in less than a minute. But here's a look at our satellite for Maui County. Upper level moisture giving us just higher humidity levels for this morning, but overall just cloudy conditions throughout the day. Ulupalakua got a few scattered showers earlier this morning. Hawaii Island, cloud coverage and southeasterly showers that will continue for this morning and then clear up just a bit throughout the day. Hilo, Hawaii has the potential of on and off showers once again throughout your Tuesday. Temperature highs up to 82 degrees. It could feel just a bit warmer. Downslope will also have those windier conditions. We have the potential of 15 to 30 once again. Winds will back up just a bit by your Thursday, Friday. That's when we're expecting that small craft advisory to also go down. But for now, it's in place, as well as that high surf advisory for your east-facing shores. That's a look at your Tuesday forecast. David E's got your traffic.
I'm sorry, I'm just looking at Lay, look at herself in the mirror. You look good, girl. You look good, girl. You know what else looks good? Our traffic. Look at that flow coming in from the west side and from central Oahu. Looking very, very nice on this Aloha Tuesday. Now, we do have that power outage or power outages across Oahu. So please, if you encounter any of those traffic signals like this one near Highlands Intermediate at Ho'ololea Street and Moanalua Road, there is a traffic signal out there. And just wanted to give the parents a heads up if you're sending your kids to school, if they're going to be in any of those, the crosswalk over there. So just a heads up. Here are your drive times as you make your way in from the windward side. Everything looks really, really good. Look at that, 20 minutes on the Pali and Like H3, 25 minutes. Here are your drive times for everybody else. Looking very, very nice and light on this early Tuesday morning. We'll send it back over to Tom and Lay.
All right, thanks, Davey. Time now, 5:01. Check this out. This is water levels on Lake Wilson that rose. The popular fishing spot in Wahiawa had high waters on the banks and over the vegetation. Fishermen told KITV4 that it's the highest they've ever seen the water in the lake. City emergency management officials say that with the county under a flash flood watch, everyone downstream of Lake Wilson in Waialua should be cautious.
Our crews normally do look for areas that are traditionally, customarily overwhelmed or easily flooded, and we work to make sure that those areas are kept clear so that water can flow when possible.
The city says it's always good to know what your evacuation routes are.
Yeah, it's definitely not fun when it's raining like
not
that.
At all.
And also not fun, the potholes. When you get the rain, you also get those dangerous conditions for drivers, and then more of those potholes.
KITV4's Annalisa Burgos shows us how the city is tackling the issue.
The potholes on North King Street near Dillingham Boulevard are a driver's worst nightmare. Not only can they blow out a tire, but rocks and other debris can be kicked up and hit pedestrians. Heavy rain causes more potholes, says the city's chief engineer, and it happens when water seeps into cracks and freezes, then the ground expands and breaks through the surface of the road. On heavily trafficked roads like King Street, the weight of trucks and commercial vehicles add to the problem, forcing some residents to work closely with the city on permanent solutions like repavement.
But if we can fix these things as fast as possible, a better way to fix them, I don't know in terms of procurement or other aspects to make it better, but if we can get these things filled quicker, then you'll have safer roads.
The city claims the overall number of potholes declined and about 13,000 were patched last year.
The first call should be to the pothole hotline so that we can get that area identified quickly. Our work orders or our dispatches come directly from that pothole hotline. So it's important that we get the call as soon as possible, because even waiting a day will mean that other people will have gotten their calls in sooner.
The number to that pothole hotline is 768-7777. And residents whose vehicles have blown tires or other damage caused by potholes can file claims with the Department of the Corporation Council if you feel the city is responsible. For more information, visit our website, KITV.com.
Yeah, it is no fun dodging those things, and be sure and call them in. That was Annalisa Burgos reporting. And it's also important to note, streets can be managed by the city or the state. The State Department of Transportation told us the pothole repairs are prioritized by how severe they are.
Time now 6:04 to an update on the 18-year-old woman killed on Sunday night after she was hit by a car in Kailua. She's been identified by the Honolulu Medical Examiner as 18-year-old Cora Kibi. Honolulu police say that she was walking in the road on Kalanianaole Highway outside of the marked crosswalk when she was hit. Speed and the use of drugs or alcohol do not appear to be factors in this crash.
Well, new this morning, some new numbers from the Honolulu Police Department when it comes to pedestrian crashes. 21 pedestrians were killed in crashes involving vehicles, and 13 others suffered some critical injuries in 2019. In 2018, 28 pedestrians were killed in crashes, and 9 pedestrians were critically injured.
5:05 right now. 2020 is a special year for the U.S. Census because it's an election year and what some call once in a decade.
Yeah, election, Olympics, census, a big year. And there's an event today that hopes to encourage the community to be more civically engaged. KITV4's Nicole Tam joining us live from the state capitol this morning. Good morning, Nicole. What can we look forward to this year?
Tom Lay, good morning. Well, there's a rally later on today called All In for Better Hawaii. And actually, this is the setup area right here at the Capitol where guest speakers will come on later today. And here to tell us more is Mike Akane with the Hawaii Community Foundation. Thanks so much for being here this morning.
Thanks for having us.
Tell us a little more about the rally later today.
Well, we're launching the 2020 Census Awareness Campaign today with a rally. It's a partnership with the Pacific Resource Partnership, Hawaii Executive Collaborative, the State of Hawaii, and the Federal Census Bureau. And it's really, making the people of Hawaii aware of how important getting an all-in count in for 2020. The state of Hawaii gets almost $4 billion a year of federal funding, and it's based on the 10-year census. And so it's very important that we get a complete count.
And this year is 2020. Why is it extra important that people participate this year?
Well, dollars are important coming in. For every 2% of the count that we don't get, it represents almost $500 million in funding coming in from the federal government. We need to ensure those dollars come in. Otherwise, they're going to be eating up state and philanthropic dollars. And so, today is really launching that all-in campaign. We want everybody to come down. It's going to be a fun time down here. We've got free bentos that will be served to everybody who comes. We're going to be asking them to get up on our app, the Kako app. We're going to have entertainment. Brothers will be here. Actually, Tony Silva will be joining us, and Kapena with entertainment as well.
How do you hope rallies like this will kind of get people to pay more attention to the census? I mean, it happens only every 10 years, so it might slip their minds, but how do you hope rallies like this can kind of raise awareness?
Well, we're trying to just make sure that everybody is aware of the importance of getting a full count. We're trying to tap into families. We're trying to get everybody to access and feel comfortable about using the advanced technology that's out there. And it's going to be one family at a time. And so I think the more people we can get aware, the better chance we got at getting a full count.
And finally, with the low turnout, I know it will affect how federal funding works, but are there any other effects that might come with low turnout in census?
Well, so much of what people base their demographic issues on, whether it's federal or private or public dollars, is based on the census and those census numbers. And so assuring that that's an accurate count, accurate demographics is important for the future of Hawaii.
Sounds good. Thank you so much for being here with me this morning. Again, this rally starts at 11 a.m. right here at the Capitol Rotunda. Reporting live at the state capitol, Nicole Tam, KITV4 Island News.
All right, thanks, Nicole. Happening at 11 a.m., as she said. Well, time now is 5:08. Coming up next, following his son's footsteps.
Running two businesses, and after 30 years, I got tired of it.
Yeah, meet the father-son duo working to fight crime right here in Hawaii. We'll have that story coming up in our morning shakas. Time now, 5:08. You're watching Good Morning Hawaii. We'll be right back.
My passion is color. I love bright colors, and I've always loved bright colors. I've always painted bright colors. At first, I wasn't wanting to do metal art because I'm a watercolor artist, but after I saw what they could do, it illuminates my artwork. Pictures Plus is on it.
New Hope Oahu brings an inspiring message for life each week. Join us here on KITV Saturday nights at 10:30, right after Island News.
Being diagnosed with mesothelioma or asbestos-related lung cancer caused by asbestos exposure in the workplace is a devastating thing. That's where the Hawaii law firm of Gallagher, DeRobertis & Waxman can help.
We have been the only law firm in Hawaii for the past 40 years representing asbestos and mesothelioma patients. All of the lawyers in this firm and all of the staff are Hawaii residents.
Gallagher, DeRobertis & Waxman has been helping families of Pearl Harbor Navy shipyard workers and adult children exposed to asbestos fight for the compensation they deserve for decades, successfully recovering millions for asbestos victims.
I believe in the civil justice system, and it means a lot to me to be able to go into court and fight for the rights of my clients every day.
I will never forget you people. Never. Because you helped me through some really trying times, like nobody else could. It was truly like dealing with family.
If you've been diagnosed with mesothelioma or lung cancer after exposure to asbestos, contact Gallagher, DeRobertis & Waxman.
Like you, my hands are everything to me. But I was diagnosed with Dupuytren's contracture, and it got to the point where things I took for granted got tougher to do. Thought surgery was my only option. Turns out, I was wrong. So when a hand specialist told me about non-surgical treatments, it was a total game changer. Like you, my hands have a lot more to do. Learn more at faxonhand.com today.
Fighting the fight drives Jessica Munoz. It's a passion protecting and providing hope for Keiki in Hawaii.
I was exposed to the reality that kids in our community were being bought and sold for sex.
One of her initiatives, Pearl Haven, will be Hawaii's first residential treatment campus for sexually exploited teenage girls. Jessica Munoz, one of Hawaii's remarkable women.
KITV4 Island News honors Hawaii's remarkable women. Brought to you by Ashley Home Store Hawaii.
5:11 on this Tuesday, and taking a look at our forecast with our wind speeds. As you can see, most of our wind speeds over 20 miles per hour. So breezy conditions lasting today and tomorrow, trending down just a bit by your Thursday, Friday as a cold front approaches from the northwest. So that's going to just alternate our winds just a bit. Now, taking a look at our surf forecast, a surf for the north, 2 to 4, probably not a beach day due to the windy conditions and all the wet weather that we've been getting. But my surfboards are definitely windsurfing in my backyard right now. East-facing shores is 7 to 10. That high surf advisory is still there. And taking a look at that hourly forecast, just some on and off showers for our Kauai will continue for today, but overall drier conditions across the state just for a short-term period before the potential of more rain moves on in for your Thursday, Friday. Mahalo Terry Reese for this island pick. As you can see, that cloud coverage, it will add to the humidity just a bit, but overall temperatures will be in the upper 70s, some areas in the lower 80s. Hilo Hawaii still expected to get lighter passing showers throughout the day. Now that disturbance will continue to move northwest from the state, giving us those windward and Mauka showers for the morning and the evening for the next couple of days. That's a look at your weather forecasts. We've got Eyes on the Roads with David E.
Hey, big mahalo, Tasia. Just got off the phone with Noy over at HPD. No new stalls or accidents. Some good news as you're making your way in, but that typical volume as you make your way out of Ewa Beach, as you can see, heavy congestion making your way into town. Now, just a reminder, we do have that traffic signal problem at Ho'olaulea Street and Moanalua Road near Highlands Intermediate, so that might affect your drop-off for the kids this morning. And just above that, we did have that alert on the screen about a crash or an accident that is off to the side, not really impeding traffic, but just wanted to get that on your map as you make your way down towards Komomai Drive. Now let's take a look at your drive times as you're making your way in from Hawaii Kai. 20 minutes, 47 in from Waianae and Ewa Beach. 34 minutes. You are up to date, up to speed, however you want to put it, with traffic and weather. We'll send it back to Tom and Lei.
All right, it is 5:13 right now. A neat story we have for you. It's about a Hawaii man who is proving that you're never too old to try something new.
Yeah, this was really cool. I got to meet them yesterday. It's a dad making a career change, and he's following in his son's footsteps into the Honolulu Police Department. Meet Jonathan and Wendell Coe, Honolulu Police's newest father and son crime-fighting duo.
Sure, I'm the dad.
Wendell might be the dad, but on the force, he's the rookie. At age 57, he decided he wanted to change.
So I was running 2 businesses, and after 30 years, I got tired of it and sat down one day and I thought, I got to do something better or something for the community.
That's when he told son Jonathan, who's been with the department for 7 years now.
And I could see the look of surprise in his eyes.
Jonathan was a little skeptical at first.
Mixed feelings because I don't say he's old, but
I'm old.
Someone that age, you kind of want them to kind of just settle down already and enjoy the rest because this job is stressful.
But if there was anyone ready to jump in later in the game, it's Wendell. Already a master spear fisherman, he worked hard to stay in shape for the academy.
As far as the physical part of it, it wasn't that much of a challenging. The mental stuff was, though. All the learning, you learn new laws and now applying them.
And the hard work paid off. Wendell graduates on Tuesday, meaning you might see 2 Coes patrolling the streets.
Got to work together, so.
Yeah, and congratulations to them, because the graduation is actually today.
Okay.
So they were joking, I wonder if we're going to get paired up out on the streets. Just
that
have
would be
a
cool.
father-son force
duo,
out there.
right?
Yeah, so watch out for them on the streets of Honolulu.
5:15 right now. Coming up, the winner of today's Vegas giveaway.
Yeah, make sure you're watching. And plus, we're tracking your weather and your traffic. Tasia Worley and David E. got you covered. They have the latest. Plus, some new routes for this budget airline where you can now travel to with Allegiant Air. Time now 5:15. You're watching Good Morning Hawaii. We'll be right back.
Clearance sale final days. Huge store-wide savings at all Inspiration showrooms. With 24-month interest-free financing, Inspiration's $16.99 Levi Chase sectional with adjustable headrest and power recliner is just $64 a month. Shop Hawaii's lowest prices. Inspiration. Peace of mind guarantee.
This is the Jones family.
We have a good deal on our wireless plan.
Are you sure? Spectrum Mobile can do better. How many lines do you have? 4. And how much data do you use?
Graham and I email and text, but these two share and stream tons of videos.
And how much are you paying per month? Don't forget those added taxes and fees and surcharges.
Oh, then $220.
Spectrum Mobile lets you customize your plans. You and Grandma can be in our Buy the Gig plan with shareable data, and your wife and daughter can be in our unlimited data plan. Offer $118 per month with no taxes and fees. Spectrum Mobile has the best data plans for your family. All plans include unlimited talk and text with no contracts. See? I proved you could save within minutes. Now it's your turn. Grab your bill and see how much you can save. Visit spectrummobile.com/usave to calculate your savings in 3 easy steps. Or call us at 643-2030 and we'll do it for you.
Want to pay off your debt? For a limited time, Pearl Hawaii Federal Credit Union's personal loans are as low as 2.99% APR for 12 months or 3.99% for 24 months. Open your account today and apply at pearlhawaii.com. Upgrade you.
Fighting the fight drives Jessica Munoz. It's a passion protecting and providing hope for keiki in Hawaii.
I was exposed to the reality that kids in our community were being bought and sold for sex.
One of her initiatives, Pearl Haven, will be Hawaii's first residential treatment campus for sexually exploited teenage girls. Jessica Munoz, one of Hawaii's remarkable women.
KITV4 honors remarkable women, brought to you by the Hawaiian Airlines Bank of Hawaii World Elite MasterCard.
Inspiration guarantees. If you find a lower price on identical merchandise delivered in Hawaii within 120 days of your purchase, we will refund you the difference. Inspiration. Peace of mind guarantee.
Over 26 million people are witnessing the greatest Jeopardy showdown of all time.
All in, baby.
Will tonight be the night that crowns the greatest of all time? The Ultimate Jeopardy Tournament continues tonight only on ABC.
On this Tuesday, we're taking a look at our satellite. Time now is 5:18, and we've got two systems working together to definitely tighten up that pressure gradient and give us those breezy winds for today and tomorrow. We do have a cold front approaching from the northwest. You can see right behind this low pressure system. That's actually going to just get in between these two and lighten up our winds just a bit. So today, 15 to 30 miles per hour, plus those cloudy conditions, drier conditions for the short-term period, but we could expect some wet weather once again Thursday and Friday before another short-term dry period for your Saturday. Taking a look at Kauai, temperatures in the upper 70s and the lower 80s, mostly cloudy, lighter passing showers like our Oahu just over the Ko'olaus this morning. For our Maui County, more so for the Hana District and Ulupalakua, got a few scattered showers. And then for our Hawaii Island, southeast of Hawaii and Hilo, Hawaii, we'll see some scattered showers throughout the day. We've got that high surf advisory for your east-facing shores, 7 to 10, and we've got temperatures in the lower 80s, upper 70s for the next 8 days. That's a look at your weather forecast. David E's got eyes on the roads.
And mahalo Tasia, just check with Noi over HPD. We have no new stalls or accidents. Mahalo Keakua. And as you can see, the traffic looking very nice, actually kind of building as you make your way out of Fort Weaver Road towards the freeway. So Ewa Beach, get ready for some elevated traffic as you make your way in. That's a look through H1, and the H1, H2 merge zipper lane is open. So if you have 2 or more in your vehicle, go ahead and jump in and enjoy the ride into downtown. Now we do have that traffic signal problem at Ho'olaulea Street and Moanalua Road near Highlands Intermediate, so just a heads up as you get ready to drop the kids off at school this morning. And then we do have the power outages, about 363 customers affected in the Pearl City Palisades, Waiava area. So if you approach any of those traffic signals that are out, treat them as all-way stops. Now here are your drive times as you make your way in from everywhere on Oahu. Looking pretty good. And now you're up to date with traffic and weather. And you know what it is? It's time right now to do
Vegas!
Yeah, Vegas. Kevin Kaneshiro is here from Vacations Hawaii. And if you can go to Vegas, this
Anytime this week. So the way it's going to work is you got any available seat in the next 7 days. Every week we're going to give away 2 people trip for 2 to Vegas, courtesy of Vacations Hawaii and the all-new Cal. And right now, Catherine Fukushima, if you're watching, you're our first 15-minute winner, so you've got 15 minutes to call us. If you know Catherine Fukushima,
call her.
Tell her to call KITV. Call us now.
And Catherine, don't forget the barato, yeah? Us guys over here at Good Morning Hawaii. All right, Kevin, I look forward to a couple more winners, but Catherine Fukushima, good luck. Call us now, and we'll be right back on Good Morning Hawaii.
In today's Tech Bites, Microsoft 7 owners are on their own.
The company is no longer providing help for millions of computers still running the operating system. That means no more tech support or software or security updates, leaving those PCs open to malware and viruses. And Amazon is ramping up its battle against knockoffs.
The company will reportedly start sharing more information about counterfeit goods with law enforcement. After it confirms a seller is providing counterfeit goods, Amazon will shut down their account and alert police.
And a Spanish company is using 3D printers to create fake steak.
It has the texture and appearance of a real cut of beef, but it was made from peas, seaweed, and beetroot juice. Developers say getting the texture right was the hard part.
All right, those are your Tech Bites.
There really is nothing like the real thing. I need the real beef. Have a great day.
When life changes, so do your taxes. That's a reason to switch to Jackson Hewitt. Our tax returns come with a free lifetime accuracy guarantee. Life may change. Your lifetime accuracy guarantee won't. Tax prep guaranteed at Jackson Hewitt.
If your mouth is made to amaze, let Philips Sonicare give its care a raise. Get healthier gums in 2 weeks, guaranteed. Give it Philips Sonicare. Next level clean, next level care. There's always a way to make life better. Philips Sonicare.
The Queen's Medical Center, Hawaii's healthcare leader for 160 years.
In 1859, King Kamehameha IV and Queen Emma were inspired to build a hospital for the sick. Today, Queens has expanded to meet the growing needs of Hawaii, offering comprehensive heart care, advanced neurological services, a world-renowned cancer center, and Hawaii's only Level 1 trauma center. Caring for our community, the royal legacy continues. The Queen's Medical Center, celebrating 160 years.
EIA Hawaii's Big Home Building and Remodeling Show at the Blaisdell, January 24 through 26. Hawaii's most trusted contractors are ready to help you with your next home project. Whether you're building new or remodeling, Big Show is where you'll find everything that you need. Hundreds of exhibits that will inspire, not to mention more than a dozen free seminars. A 3-day pass offers great savings at just $10. The Big Home Building and Remodeling Show, January 24 through 26. More information at viahawaii.org.
7-Eleven Hawaii is giving away a trip for two to Las Vegas to attend the biggest racing event in April. Enter now through February 2nd. Miles provided by Hawaiian Airlines. Enter at all participating 7-Eleven stores statewide where you'll find specials like these. Mix and match your favorite flavored Lay's potato chips. Barbecue Classic, Sour Cream and Onion, and Wavy Original. 2 for $6.99. Enjoy Breyer's Ice Cream and Chocolate, Vanilla, Strawberry, Oreo, or Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. 2 for $5. Stop in for these specials and more, plus enter the Vegas Racing Sweepstakes now through February 2nd, only at 7-Eleven Hawaii, your neighborhood store.
Wherever we want to go, we just have to start. Auto save your way there with Chase. Chase, make more of what's yours.
Ohana.
Ainga. Family.
Family is at the head of all of us who call the Pacific Islands home.
Stretching across the ocean, we are one family, and our community matters. Our voices must be heard.
The 2020 census ensures our needs are taken into account.
Every person in our community, even our youngest members, must be counted.
We can even do it online.
Shape our future. Start here. Learn more at 2020census.gov.
This is Good Morning Hawaii.
.526 now, and new this morning, some more options for travelers. Allegiant Air announced some new routes. No new flights to Hawaii right now, but the company did just add Chicago, Boston, Houston, pretty much anywhere cold right now.
Right.
Some flights.
Now you can buy them starting January 16th for flights on August 15th to November 16th. Now one-way flights range from $33 to $66. How's that?
That is a steal.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. So you're going to want to take advantage of that very quickly.
Yeah, for sure.
Time now.
Book it in the summer, though.
Yeah, definitely. Time now, 5:26. Your top morning headlines still coming up after the break. Here's a live look at the Honolulu City lights as you're waking up. Tasia and Davey back for a look at your weather and traffic.
Go where the contractors go.
I'm Hal.
I'm Jerry.
I'm Kay-Hao.
We got your lumber.
We've got your hardware.
Bring your lumber list.
Get a quote from us.
We've got you covered.
Bring me your blueprint.
Get a quote from us.
Itajuti listahan nyo kanya.
We love our customers.
Hardware Hawaii in Koloa, Kailua, Kapolei, Mapunapuna. Contractor's choice.
Husband of missing Connecticut mom, now charged with her murder. And why authorities believe he may not have acted alone.
To think that her final moments consisted of zip ties and an axe, it's just chilling.
Plus, the twisted details of the Doomsday Cult. 2 children vanished. The mother refusing to cooperate with police. The grandparents speak out about what they think really happened. All new Oz.
Dr. Oz, weekdays on KITV.
If we could figure out why people commit crimes, why they engage in risky activity, we can minimize crime. My hope is that I can use my experience in corrections to get my students to rethink all these problems. Learning should be fun. There's no reason that it should be so dry and mundane, so I try to make it different. I'm not trying to just get you a career. I want you to succeed in this career and become the agents of change that we desperately need.
American Military University. Learn from the leader.
Being diagnosed with any type of lung cancer or mesothelioma caused by asbestos is a devastating thing. That's where the Hawaii personal injury law firm of Gallagher, Day, Robertus, and Waxman can help.
We have been the only law firm in Hawaii for the past 40 years representing asbestos and mesothelioma patients. All of the lawyers in this firm and all of the staff are Hawaii residents.
If you live in Hawaii, were exposed to asbestos in Hawaii, and have been diagnosed with any type of lung cancer or mesothelioma, contact Gallagher, Day, Robertus, and Waxman today.
When it comes to affordable home furnishing, Ross, hands down, has the best deals on the island. Everything you're looking for all in one convenient location. From living room, dining furniture, to bedroom sets, including remanufactured green beds. Giving you the feel of nationally recognized brands at a fraction of the cost. So much variety of prices too low to ignore. Ross Appliance and Furniture will save you hundreds, guaranteed.
Now, from KITV4 Island News, this is Good Morning Hawaii.
And a good morning to you. Welcome back. If you're just joining us, it is 5:29 right now.
Yeah, let's take you right back outside with your weather and your traffic. We've been talking about that crazy flooding, the crazy rain the last couple days. Any relief?
Thankfully, drier conditions in the short-term forecast, but still a hot cocoa kind of day because we've got lots of clouds in the forecast that will continue throughout the state for today, and very windy weather. Trade winds 15 to 30 miles per hour. Already seeing double digits, already feeling double digits for Honolulu at 17. So that's going to help with humidity just a bit. As you can see, we've got a lot of upper level moisture that is giving us some pop-up showers, especially for the windward side this morning over on Kauai, and that's going to continue, but quite lighter than what we've been getting for the past week pretty much. Our satellite and radar picking up very light showers over the Ko'olaus, and then as you can see for that hourly forecast in town, temperatures in the upper 70s. It'll feel just slightly warmer with all the cloud coverage acting almost as a blanket, holding in a lot of that heat. And our satellite and radar picking up just a few passing showers north of Maui County, not exactly making landfall. We are waking up to clear skies for Kahului this morning, and then more of that cloud coverage moving on in. Now on and off showers for Hilo, Hawaii, once again a bit lighter. And then as you can see with our satellite and radar, we are picking up just a few showers for the southeast of Hawaii Island. The pink highlighted areas, especially between the channels and our leeward waters of Big Island. Easterly winds are up 25 to 35 knots and seas 10 to 15 feet. So that puts that gale warning in effect. Small craft advisory in the other areas that are highlighted right now in orange, with easterly winds 20 to 30 knots. So that's all with our winds picking up, especially for the east side, 7 to 10 today. Possibly not a beach day, but definitely want to be safe around those areas along the coast for the east sides. And then taking a look at your extended forecast, those dry conditions for the next 2 days before your next batch of wet weather for your Thursday, Friday, dry again once again for your Saturday. That's a look at your weather. David E's got your traffic.
Mahalo, Teja. We just checked with HPD. No new stalls or accidents. And as you can see, school's back in session. The freeway got the memo. It is thick and heavy as you make your way in from the west side. Just slight slick road conditions coming in from windward Oahu and east Honolulu. Very, very nice and light this morning. Now, just a quick reminder, we do have some power outages, and we're adding Mokuleia to this list here. About 363 customers affected in the Pacific Palisades, Pearl City, and Waiava area. So if you encounter any traffic signals that are out, please throw the shaka and treat those as always stops. Now, this is a look as you make your way out of Hawaii Kai. Very light traffic. Over on the windward side, look at that, nice and light. And over on the Pali, looking very, very sweet as well. Here's the drive as you make your way off of the H3 onto Maunalua Freeway and to the flats, the H1 Middle Street merge, looking very nice. In town, as you make your way out of Kalihi, the H1 freeway looking awesome, flowing very nicely in through town as well. So So overall, no stalls or accidents. Good news there, but some heavy traffic coming in from the west side. Look at that, almost an hour in from Waianae, 40 minutes in from Ewa Beach, and 23 minutes coming in from Hawaii Kai. You're up to date with traffic and weather. We'll send it back to the news desk with Tom and Lay.
All right, thanks, Davey. Time now, 5:33. Breaking news this morning. It's only been a day since school started up again at UH Manoa, but one student has already been robbed. According to the school's public safety Facebook page, a student was waiting inside his car before a suspect threatened him with a knife and drove off with the vehicle outside of Freer Hall last night.
Now, a description of that suspect is right there on your screen. If you have any information on this suspect, you should call UH Manoa DPS at 956-7927.
Now to news that we brought to you as breaking news at 10 last night. The Nick Rolovich area of University of Hawaii football is over. After 4 years on the job, the 23rd head coach in program history is the new head man for Washington State University. His Rainbow Warriors played a record 15 games in 2019, ending up with a record of 10-5, including a Hawaii Bowl win over BYU that was on Christmas Eve, beating the Cougars 38-34. Well, Rolo's record in 4 years, 28-27, including 3 Hawaii Bowls and the invites with 2 wins. The former UHQB turned offensive coordinator, then head coach, made the hashtag Pride Rock famous over the past 4 years. UH Athletics Director David Matlin released this statement saying, quote, Nick called me to inform me that he accepted the Washington State job. Our football program is in a better place today because of Nick, and we wish him all the best. Our search for our next head coach begins immediately, end quote.
Yeah, a lot of people surprised by that. And the thing is, it's not that Rolo was unhappy coaching at UH, but his base salary was just over $400,000. Now, the bonus money put him over $500,000. And sources tell KITV the offer to coach the Cougars is in the ballpark of $3 million per year for 5 years. So a big jump there.
Well, we're learning more about the man who died in a motorcycle crash in Ewa Beach. The Honolulu Medical Examiner identified him as 30-year-old Robin Yamaguchi from Waianae. His wife tells KITV4 that they were recently engaged. He had just proposed to her on Christmas Day last year. The family describes him as a loving son, a big brother, a father, and friend with a big heart. Yamaguchi was killed after crashing his motorcycle into a Scion sedan on Saturday night. According to police, he crashed into a car on Kehue Street at the intersection of Laupapa Street. The driver and passenger of the other car were not injured.
Well, a wilderness therapy program for youth and young adults on the Big Island was ordered to immediately stop operations by the Department of Health. DOH announced the Office of Healthcare Assurance issued a notice of violation and an order to Pacific Quest Corps for operating 2 illegal special treatment facilities or therapeutic living programs in Kea'au. DOH says the Kea'au facilities were not licensed.
5:36 right now, and the city says that it is abandoning both Phase 1 and its master plan for its construction project at Sherwood Forest. The $32 million redevelopment project included building a sports field. Now, the news was announced here and at the neighborhood board meeting. The city says that the mayor met 5 times with the group called Save Our Sherwoods over the last several months and were able to agree on 2 resolutions. Now, the city says that they hope the agreement will help end 9 months of tension.
And I'm hoping that at some point very soon, there can be some healing between the parties who were very divided a few months ago, and that we can move forward.
I believe the mayor did hear the message from, it was about 25-ish hours that we've put into the planning of this resolution. And for me, I'd just like to give a mahalo to Chief Ballard and HPD, as well as Mayor Kirk Caldwell and his office for opening space at the table.
Save Our Sherwoods is calling this a good day, but the group says that the fight continues because nothing is set in stone. These 2 resolutions need to go to the City Council and be voted on before they can come to law. 5:37 right now. There's a push for everyone to get involved and fill out the upcoming U.S. Census. Now, that's a survey that happens every 10 years to learn more about people and the economy.
Yeah, big deal because it determines how much money we get in Hawaii from the federal government, too. So it's important to fill that out. And here at home, there's actually an event later today at the state capitol. That's where we find KITV4's Nicole Tam this morning. Good morning, Nicole.
Tom Lay, good morning. That's right. There's a rally later on today called All In for a Better Hawaii to kind of advocate for the community to get involved with civic engagement. And this is actually the setup area for later today where the rally is going to happen, where speakers will come and talk a little more about the census that's happening later on this year. And here with me this morning is Mike Formby, who's with the Pacific Resource Partnership. Nice to see you again. Thanks so much for being here.
Good to be here.
Tell us a little more about why it's important to get involved with civic engagement.
Yeah, so, in a democratic process, it really works best when you hear from the community and communities. So you want to hear from individuals in the community and you want to hear from the community as a whole. And PRP has introduced an app last year called Kako, and the purpose of that is to encourage civic engagement. So we're trying to get more input into the process.
So let's actually take a look at the app because it's, there's quite a few different types of resources here. Let me switch over here so we can just take a look better at the screen. So we see the officials, which is what happened last year. Talk about the new census section.
Yeah, so we added a census section this year because 2020 is very important, not only for voting and elections, but also for the census. And if you go to this section, it gives you 3 icons where you can learn more about the census process and how to shape your future and the money that we're going to get. You can also commit to the census, and this allows you to text Ohana to this number that's provided. And when you text that number, the census will keep you updated through text and make sure that you're counted. And then there's actually a section here where you can join the census team. So they're looking for people to actually be part of the team and go out and help count all of the residents of Hawaii.
Do you know the response so far in this particular section? What's the turnout like as far as hits, or is it a pretty new?
It's new, yeah. We just added it within the last month, and so we don't have metrics yet, but we're hoping to grow that today, and that's a part of the rally. The rally is about Census 2020 first and foremost, then it's about voting, and then it's about civic engagement. So we have a lot of nonprofits here today, and we want people to learn to engage and be a part of the process on the front end versus the back end. So don't complain. Help shape the message up front.
And so the census is a big event every 10 years. Kind of talk a little more about the importance of the state, nonprofits like you, or organizations and nonprofits, getting involved to kind of spread the message so people do participate in such an important, I guess, data gathering.
Yeah, that's exactly right. There's so many nonprofits out there, and they're always looking for people to join the cause. And the importance is that if you get involved, you have the right to shape. You have the opportunity and the right to shape the legislation, to work with the legislators, to work with the city councils, and you get the legislation to turn out the way that you think best benefits you and your community versus at the end the law's passed and then you're unhappy. So we want people to work with nonprofit partners, AARP, Appleseed, there's a bunch of them here today. Work with them, join the team, and be a part of shaping the future.
Anything else you want the community to know about?
No, I just hope they all come out today. It's going to be a great rally. The governor's speaking, the vice speaker of the House, the president of the Senate, and we have the regional director from the U.S. Census Bureau here as well.
Thank you so much for being here with me this morning. Thank you. And again, the rally is at 11 o'clock right here at the State Capitol Rotunda. Reporting live at the State Capitol, Nicole Tam, KITV4 Island News.
Get involved. Thanks, Nicole. And speaking of 2020, it's also, of course, an election year. We're also keeping an eye on the race for the mayor. And small businesswoman and longtime realtor Chun James announced she's running for Honolulu mayor. Now, among her priorities, promoting affordable housing, helping small business owners, creating an independent ethics commission, and providing a cap on your property tax for residents who have lived in your home for at least 20 years. James also says she's concerned that many young people are working up to 3 jobs to just try and make ends meet.
My kuleana as a mayor really is to promote the safety, the good health, and the prosperity, and also the social welfare of our residents.
James also unveiled her secret weapon right there, an uku comb to review every budget decision at the city level. That, of course, a local spin-off on the saying to go through everything with a fine-tooth comb.
Time now 5:42. The Governor David Ige has approved new management rules for Mauna Kea. Now this comes after months of debate across the state. The rules would limit commercial and public activities on Mauna Kea lands controlled by the University of Hawaii. The new rules go into effect on January 23rd.
All All right, and speaking of elections, the final 2020 Democratic presidential debate takes place in Iowa tonight. 6 candidates will take the stage one last time before the voting begins. And as ABC's Karina Mitchell reports, the stakes couldn't be higher.
Democratic candidates Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth Warren may agree on many things, but one thing the two apparently don't see eye to eye on is who can win the 2020 presidential election. Warren alleging the Vermont senator told her in a 2018 meeting that he didn't think a woman could win the White House. In a statement, she says among the topics that came up was what would happen if Democrats nominated a female candidate. I thought a woman could win. He disagreed. Overnight on CNN, a Sanders senior campaign advisor denying the comment.
But clearly Bernie Sanders did not say that a woman could not win. That clearly is not what he said.
The friction between the two beginning days earlier after a separate report claiming the Sanders campaign circulated talking points that criticized Warren for being a candidate for the elite.
I was disappointed to hear that Bernie is sending his volunteers out to trash me.
Sanders not denying the report, but saying it's a view he doesn't support.
We have hundreds of employees. Elizabeth Warren has hundreds of employees, and people sometimes say things that they shouldn't.
The one thing the two do agree on is defeating Donald Trump. The president quick to lash out at another Democratic contender, billionaire Mike Bloomberg, whose political ads criticized Trump's efforts to dismantle the Affordable Care Act, tweeting, "Mini Mike Bloomberg is spending a lot of money on false advertising. I was the person who saved pre-existing conditions in your health care." Bloomberg firing back, tweeting, "Glad to see you're watching our ads. I know management isn't your strong suit, so perhaps you don't know your Justice Department supports a suit that would undermine protections for pre-existing conditions." Now heading into what should be a lively debate tonight, a new Quinnipiac poll shows health care is a key issue for Democrats. And the same national poll shows Joe Biden leading, followed by Sanders and then Warren. Karina Mitchell, ABC News, New York.
Well, time now 5:44. Coming up after the break, protecting native Hawaiian species.
Yeah, just how much money officials say they need to stop those ohia deaths.
And before we go to break, it is Vegas giveaway time. Our last winner didn't call in on time, so our next lucky winner is Georgiana Valmoha. So Georgiana, call us at 535-0444 right now to claim your prize. You have 15 minutes to call before we announce another winner. So call right now, okay? You're watching Good Morning Hawaii, and we will be right back.
My part-time service in the Army National Guard makes it possible for me to be more for the community I call home. I'm a better neighbor because my service has taught me how important it is to be a team player. My training helps me in my classes when I must give attention to detail to the task at hand. My service in the Army National Guard allows me to keep my community and those I care about safe from threats. Learn more about how you too can live and serve part-time close to home by visiting nationalguard.com.
7-Eleven Hawaii is giving away a trip for two to Las Vegas to attend the biggest racing event in April. Enter now through February 2nd. Miles provided by Hawaiian Airlines. Enter at all participating 7-Eleven stores statewide where you'll find specials like these. Show a 7-Eleven receipt when you open a First Hawaiian Bank personal checking account and receive a $10 7-Eleven Hawaii gift card. Delicious dairy pure and True Moo flavored milk, including chocolate, vanilla, and strawberry. Just 2 for $3.75. Stop in for these specials and more, plus enter the Vegas Racing Sweepstakes now through February 2nd, only at 7-Eleven Hawaii, your neighborhood store.
No cover-up spray here. Cheaper aerosols can cover up odors in a flowery fog, but Febreze Air Effects eliminates odors. With a 100% natural propellant, it leaves behind a pleasant scent you'll love. Freshen up. Don't cover up. Febreze.
When you have nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea, try Pepto Liquid Caps for fast relief and ultra coating. Nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach. Get powerful relief with Pepto-Bismol Liquid Caps.
New Hope Oahu brings an inspiring message for life each week. Join us here on KITV Saturday nights at 10:30, right after Island News.
The other teams don't have what we have. I'm talking about our dedication, our willingness to get out there, walk the communities, talk to individuals.
You have to put in the work behind the scenes, whether it's making the calls, going out into the community, and actually hearing those people's stories.
We are Hawaii. Hawaii is our home.
Pack your bags and be ready to go to Las Vegas instantly with Vacations Hawaii and KITV4 Island News. Enter at KITV.com and watch Good Morning Hawaii to see if you're the winner. Then be ready to go to Vegas with Vacations Hawaii that week. Pack your bags. We go Vegas.
Davey D. Good morning traffic reports on Good Morning Hawaii. Diana Coe. Weekends only on KITV4 Island News. Start your morning with KITV4's Tom George. Weekends on Good Morning Hawaii. This is Good Morning Hawaii.
All right, welcome back. Time now, 5:48. Pay attention to warning signs on Oahu shores. That's the message lifeguards have for people after they made 11 rescues between Hanauma Bay and Kailua. Ocean safety officials say that people are going onto ledges to get a closer look at the waves, but they're putting their lives at risk.
Yeah, and take a look at this. This is video sent in by one of our viewers out in Hilo. You can see multiple cars stuck in those high waters. Definitely a rough situation across our islands the past couple of days. And Tasia, are we still going to be dealing with this kind of thing today and tomorrow?
Hilo, Hawaii could see some passing lighter showers today, not as significant as we just saw in that video. Drier conditions are in the short-term forecast, but still cloudy skies across the state will continue, and we will continue to get those lighter passing showers, especially for the windward spots today. That upper low does continue to drift away from the islands more toward the north, and then we'll see our wind speeds die down just a bit Thursday through Friday. They'll still be here, but just a lot less windier than what we're getting, 15 to 30 right now, due to an approaching cold front from the northwest. Now, with our trade winds today, that means some trade showers. The showers focus more so for the windward and Mauka areas. Right now, we're seeing it over the Ko'olaus and just a few pockets of showers throughout the Laie area. Now, Hawaii Island will see those showers for Hilo. Again, not as significant, but definitely passing throughout the day, especially for the southeast side. And again, those windy and cloudy conditions will continue with temperatures up to 82 degrees. Dry for today and tomorrow. And then Thursday, Friday, the potential of heavy showers once again roll on in before another short-term dry period for the weekend. That's a look at your extended forecast. David E's got your traffic.
Hey, mahalo Tasia, you got that heavy traffic as you're making your way in from the west side, of course. It's a typical thing for this time of morning, but we do have this that's happening right now. Look at this traffic crawling along at the H1 and Radford Drive overpass. Here's why we did have an accident, or a couple of accidents. Let's tell you about them right now. Both H1 townbound, first one prior to the Radford Drive pedestrian overpass, involving two vehicles blocking the second from the left lane, and the second one right before the airport off-ramp. Two vehicles involved with that. HPD en route to both accidents to help try and clear that up. We also got a report of a water main break in Kapolei. This is so the heads up is Hanua Street is flooded due to that water main break. So expect some delays in that area. Board of Water Supply says it'll take about an hour to get that back in operating form. The alternate route is through Kalaeloa Boulevard, and then we got power outages dotted across the Oahu. Palisades, Pearl City, Waiava, about 363 customers affected over there, as well as Kunia, Mililani, Wahiawa, Whitmore Village, Kailua, and Mokuleia. So if you encounter any of those traffic signals that are out, treat them as all-way stops. But again, the big story is Radford Drive overpass, the pedestrian overpass, and right before the airport off-ramp, heavy traffic in that area. Now, here are your drive times as you make your way in this morning. You are up to date with traffic and weather, and we'll send it right back to Lei and Tom.
All right, thanks, Davey. Well, the second Hawaii Climate Change Conference kicked off this week. Science professionals and community organizations gathered over at the East West Center to discuss what it'll take to get Hawaii climate ready. Now, among the speakers today, David Wallace Wells of New York Magazine. He published a book on climate change that reached more than 6 million people in just 2 days. His goal is finding a way to effectively communicate the urgency of the climate change crisis.
Most Americans, even those who are concerned about climate change, don't talk about it, even with those they love. And that means that talking openly about this issue is not just valuable at a kind of personal therapeutic level, it's also valuable as a political gesture because it begins to build bridges.
Now, he went on to say many people that grew up learning that climate change was a very slow process, but it says we're now seeing the effects such as those ongoing wildfires in Australia in real time. He says the driving force of climate change is the burning of carbon dioxide. I think the tide is finally turning. You know, just seeing those images there, people really getting the message.
Absolutely. Time now, 5:52. Up next, a look at our weather and traffic. Plus, a classic comes back to theaters. Find out which musical will have you singing I Got Rhythm.
Yeah, we got that story coming up in your Hollywood Minute. Time now, 5:52. You're watching Good Morning Hawaii on your Tuesday. We'll be right back.
InSolid has been in business in Hawaii for 20 years. It specializes in fabricating solid surfaces, especially showers, ideal for bathrooms that can change as we age. InSolid has custom models for exact fits for any space. InSolid products are non-porous and seamless. This means no grout and no place for mold or mildew to grow. Contact us today for a free estimate at 808-676-5522. 808-676-5522.
For a limited time, get up to 24 months interest-free financing. Our popular Levi Chase sectional with adjustable headrest and power recliner, now $16.99 or just $64 a month. Our Levi sectional in top grain leather for $20.99 or just $79 a month. Inspiration guarantees. If you find a lower price on identical merchandise delivered in Hawaii within 120 days of your purchase, we will refund you the difference. Inspiration, peace of mind guarantee.
7-Eleven Hawaii is giving away a trip for two to Las Vegas to attend the biggest racing event in April. Enter now through February 2nd. Miles provided by Hawaiian Airlines. Enter at all participating 7-Eleven stores statewide where you'll find specials like these. Snapple, made from the best stuff on earth. Get peach tea, kiwi, strawberry, and Snapple apple, just $1.15 each. Mix and match your favorite flavors from Mentos rolls, mint fruit, and other flavors, Airheads, and extreme mystery bites, 2 for $2. Stop in for these specials and more, plus enter the Vegas Racing Sweepstakes now through February 2nd, only at 7-Eleven Hawaii, your neighborhood store.
In business, success is in the details. It's why Dietrich is the preferred insurer for many of Hawaii's successful retailers, popular hotels, and celebrated restaurants. At Dietrich, we know the smallest details matter. That's why we're just as meticulous about protecting local businesses as we are about protecting people's cars. Call Dietrich or your insurance agent.
My passion is color. I love bright colors, and I've always loved bright colors. I've always painted bright colors since a little child. So I like to take my artwork and transfer it onto products. I do scarves, t-shirts, and I print on watercolor and aluminum. At first, I wasn't wanting to do metal art because I'm a watercolor artist, but after I saw what Pictures Plus could do, game over. It illuminates my artwork, so our customers love that they don't have to worry about them fading, they don't have to frame them. Pictures Plus is on.
This is Good Morning Hawaii.
All right, 5:55. Welcome back to Good Morning Hawaii. Traffic looking good as you make your way out of Ewa Beach, just thickening up right before you hit the freeway. So some heavy traffic coming in from the west side, but we do have more traffic as you get closer to town because of these two accidents, both of them H1 townbound. First one prior to Radford Drive, pedestrian overpass involving two vehicles. It's blocking the second from the left lane, and the second one right before the airport off-ramp. Two vehicles involved with that one as well. Over in Kapolei, we do have Honua Street. That is flooded right now due to a water main break. Board of Water Supply there to fix that, and so expect some delays in that area. Your alternate route through Kalailua Boulevard. Now, here are your drive times as you make your way in. Pretty heavy for this Aloha Tuesday, about an hour in from Waianae, 40 minutes in from Ewa Beach, and pretty light coming in from Ho'okahi at 23 minutes. That's a quick look at traffic. We'll send it over to Tasia Worley. Hey, Tasia.
And good morning, David D. And good morning, Hawaii. We do have that Aloha Tuesday, trade wind Tuesday, giving us that high surf advisory for the east side. Those are winds coming in from the east, and that small craft advisory throughout the state with a gale warning in between our channels of Maui County and Hawaii Island. Now, taking a look at our forecast with our rainfall, we do have that system south of the state that will continue to drift just a bit more northwest of the state for the next few hours. So that means most of that moisture will be drifting away, giving us that drier trend for the next couple of days, but wet weather is expected sooner than later, Thursday and Friday, and then dry conditions once again for your Saturday. Winds up to 30 miles per hour for the next couple of days, trending down just a bit for your Thursday into Friday as the cold front approaches from the northwest. That's the reason why we could possibly see an increase of those windward showers for Sunday into Monday. That's a look at your traffic and weather. Over to you.
All right, well, we've got, I can't sing. We got rhythm, we got music from the concert stage to downloads to movie theaters.
Yeah, and as you're tapping your foot this morning,